Welcome back to Total Warhammer 3 in part 39 of my Throt the Unclean Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode, the Skaven slaves and rat ogres have been brought about to hunt down some weakened forces of the Norskins. They were trying to scuttle on away with their horse masters and injured marauders. Quite bloody they are, but we are not going to allow that escape. Look at this battle going. See if their chieftain decides to move forward. They look like they're going to try to hold their high ground. Fair enough. We have all of these beasties coming in from ocean. Let's go smush them up. And everyone forward. Tretch is going to give every single unit on our team an additional devastating flanker. So as long as we can scoot on in and be sneaky. Pop this on himself and get moving around. Maybe I don't want him to go. I wanted him to go around the outside, but that rock face is a bit too small. We will then just go ahead and lock this group forward and charge them in. Have this group of ogres going around the outside. Have you just charge straight into the Marauder Horsemen. You go get that group of Axemen. That group as well. You go around the rocks. We'll have you all just kind of wait for the rest of everyone else to charge on in. We did pop his ability too, we assumed. He has so many uses of it, it's not going to really affect us too badly there. A little bit closer so we can use that magic. We have to cover a lot of ground here, and he's content to just sit there and wait. Yeah, you're no longer hiding, so honestly, charge in. I don't think they will do anything to you. They may run away, but that's about it. They're going to be much more interested in attacking the big boys with their javelins. Getting a little closer there. Man, that was a lot of ground to cover. Plague Priest is moving slow. We get the lightning from all the way back here. The answer is no. We can get it to about there. We gotta wait just a smidge. Go ahead and make yourself invisible again. Unless I'm completely misusing that ability. So you're supposed to use it on other enemies, and Tretch receives those abilities. Fair enough. You can hit friends, though. Reading is important. Bounding through the men, exploding them into bags o' jelly. We'll get some lightning going on down now that they're all surrounding our beautiful hell pit. Same thing on this side. We'll go ahead and just drop a Overcast Wither. Weaken them pretty fully. Those ogres went way wide. Kind of unnecessary there. Several ogres didn't get given an attack order, unfortunately. In charge the rats. We've actually got the hotkey bound now for the slow-mo, so we can pick it in at will as long as I remember. Elven Abominations should wreak absolute havoc in these very lightly armored Norscan warriors. They do wish to bring down monsters, but that may be a bit much for them. Fresh has their horse masters. We'll go ahead and drop a heal where we're taking the most damage, which is over here with these rat ogres. Oh, we can summon in some allies. Probably not a bad idea. Ally summon and some lightning to call down in and amongst this group of nomads. He's actually performing pretty admirably in battle against our Helping Abomination. Go ahead and blast some plague through this group, weaken them a bit. Tretch and his ogre buddies punched some fellas out of existence. Little spite cannonball for a fish is going to do some damage. Alright, the Norskins are breaking kind of across the board there. We should get the mass route very soon. Send the hell pit over here, slam it in. You charge in, we'll have you go ahead and see if you can go get help. Oh, if he's in the AoE, obviously he's not unspottable. We'll figure it out. The Norscan chieftain run over, and a easy victory. They were in march stance and out on the ocean, so Not a man shall survive. A easy victory, as we should expect. We shall go ahead and round them on up. Our food has taken a bit of a hit since I have, in between episodes, gone ahead and claimed Helmgart Fort. Taking the pass here, that way we can kind of guard with the rats. Although even at tier 5, which is what we immediately spotted in at, we get very, very weak garrison. So 4 clan rats with shields, just some clan rat spears, some normal, like 4 storm vermin total, and then some night runners, not even gutter runners. So it's going to be tough to hold the fort. So if we cannot, I'm not going to really concern myself with it, but we will still try. That is taken up his movement for this turn, and they have actually claimed Grunberg, and they have a rather large force hanging out. Oh, I thought this was a bigger force than it was. Ben is quite weak, but Lupio has himself a artillery force of epic proportions here. We've already done a little bit of battle with them at Grunberg, but they are for sure going to be moving down to Altdorf. So we're going to need to prepare. We may not be able to hold it. Luckily, Throt is nearby, so he can easily come back over and help. Elendelling is continuing to hide behind his walls, and we are going to continue to allow him to do so. It is foolish to fight the Wood Elves inside their domain without the use of flames. Alright, I know we had one more battle ready. Here we go. Kevin, the Rat Wizard, has moved on Winterpire. Time to, if not raise, we're going to sack and then set up another Under Empire. That way we can make sure we siphoning off their gold. We will try to get this done without any extra uses of Menace Below. Just to, again, conserve our food levels. We are going to try to gain as much as we can from this battle. It's going to give us a Pyrrhic victory. We would lose nobody on the auto-resolve, but we are here to fight everyone we can. For the map, beautiful. This one is out on the field. It's going to play to our advantage quite heavily here. So we do have to worry about the Skin Wolves, of course, and then Famir Warriors are always deadly. But besides that, they don't really have any high-value targets, so if we can locate them and lock them down with spells, we should have no problems. Alright. Let's take to the Frozen Waste. We'll start deployment, and then see how best to sort this out. They're going to arrive in 6 seconds, so they do have at least a little bit of a reinforcement time, which is a little bit interesting. Let's grab our invisible gutter runners, bring them over off to the side. Control down once, twice to make sure they're at least in little group squares. Then I'll kind of scoop them apart from there. That way they're not as easy to lock down, but we want them off to the side. Group and locked. We will have our artillery team kind of outside of the tree line there. This will be our artillery block, and then we can have all of the gutter runners being able to rotate over when they move in. So we have Clan Vulcan. We'll put them up front. Some Skaven Slave Spears off to the side as well. Got a cat messing with a cardboard box. I will be right back. Let me go sort her out.
We'll die at range.
Mochi sorted, and let's get this going. So we also need to get the Natty Boobos set up in a good spot where they can fire and no one's really going to be worried about them. They do have snipe, so they can fire without being impeded as long as no one knows they're there. So we'll put them off over here. And then we'll have the assassin and his friends up front just to make sure they don't get jumped. Both of them will remain invisible. Death Runners. We'll have our priest off to the side here as well. With the Hellpit Abomination and the Guardians back behind. Alright, hopefully that's the last interruption. They've got a like cardboard scratch post house that we built. It's basically for demolition, so she was confused as to why the demolition was not allowed at this point in time. That's out of the room now, so we shouldn't have to worry about it. Let's get the continued setup. I think I kind of want to hide the rat ogres in the woods. Although they're not a lot of use back there, so we'll kind of keep them off to the side. Or I kind of like to keep them in between then, as a second layer of defense. Sweet, so we'll put all the rat ogres with the big boys. And then we'll have the wolf rats. That's a tough call for you guys. Just back in the woods behind for now. They can't even hide back there, sadly enough.
So be it. Agreed. Accept.
Battle again. Get it going. They shouldn't be close enough to really allow any of our stuff to fire, so we'll scoot these guys all forward. Make sure they're the first targets that anyone is choosing. Move the assassin up as well.
Agreed, yes.
Alright, so they're taking a really wide
Valentine.
angled approach.
Now, move. Ready.
Move you guys up and over.
Anaka.
Same thing. Get these ogres moving over so they can help out if need be. And help it as well. Natty Boobos can probably scoot up just a little bit. Now I think they're fine. They can start laying into the wolf or the skin wolves as they come on up. I'll have you help out with the skin wolves. They're gonna be nasty.
Protect me. Quick, quick.
Make sure you're taking that charge first.
Ashen slingers.
Bring the slingers back.
What? Skitter and leap.
Excellent fire going in. Let's drop a flash bomb on the Cold Voider if we can. Slings going out. Looks like we're going to get charged into, which actually is fine. We'll send everyone over to help out.
Clans to me.
You all stay here. Gonna get a blast in on the boys for sure. Gonna be a bit of damage. Gonna be a bit of a damage we're kind of forced to absorb though. Moon Overcast, Plague Breath through you guys. Our assassins have been caught. Yeah, but they're doing alright. Pop the abilities. They've got some point blank sniper fire assistance as well. Holding firm there. Brood Horror is winning its solo fight.
Ashen slingers. Good.
These slings turn back around.
We obey.
Yeah, no reason for you to get any closer.
Move.
Just pop the damage resistance for now. Don't let them leave. They are shattered.
Ashen slingers.
Bring the slings up and around so we can actually layer some fire in. Move towards the middle. They are concerned with the amount of precision this rat army is displaying. Now you stay here. We'll allow the snipers to deal with them. Death Runners go help out there. You charge in on those skin wolves. Not the ability I meant to pop. We'll drop a... the plague isn't going to help out much. Just come on back. You guys get in on this group. We will heal these two who are running. You get in on those Familiar Warriors. You help. And we'll summon in some Land Rats to slow them down. Ogres, let's go ahead and work together on this group of Berserkers first. Beautiful, that should be going very well. Let's have these snipers switch targets. Good boys. Alright, Wolf Rats, time for you to emerge. You guys could both go get these Axemen, that would be very key. Same with you. Lock up those Axemen. Get another Flash Bomb in on this huge group here. We'll drop an Overcast Wither. Focus down that Sling Fire on the Familiar Warriors. And they definitely don't like the Overcast. Or the Focus Fire, rather. They got eviscerated. You drop a Scorch through all of that unit. A lot of friends. And get some focus fire on these marauders here. They should shred quickly. Now those wolf rats got bogged. Have the ogres switch targets to something a little more juicy. Even though he's not even attacking a unit, he's doing very well here. Bashing them up. The wolf rats chase the horsemen, and you jump in on these lads there. Get some slow-mo combat shots. How are things going? Looks like the boys break, and that's the end. Snacks for everyone. I'm going to round up some man things, and I will catch you all back on the campaign map. Ooh, a couple more horses fall. A marvelous victory. We lost 339, they 1513. Gained a good deal of coins. We are going to sack the settlement, of course. It absolutely is. And then Kevin, if you can. Yeah, we're gonna take a bit of attrition. We may end up losing our gold chevron wolves, which is gonna make me sad. We actually instead will probably go into encampment stance, and then we'll do the same next turn. So for you, sir, come on over. We'll save the gold because what we need to do is they changed the. Oh, we won't save for this turn then because we'll make some more next. But they changed the landmark building here so that we actually get the lower levels of the pit, which then upgrades to the depths of the pit. So before we only had the 1 tier, which was only this one. And now we have access to the depths, which gives us a little bit more food, control, growth juice per turn, and then it gives us double the recruitment cost reduction, and even more recruit rank and for ogres and helping abominations. More extra in this province, and then faction-wide as well. So very good indeed. And as far as what we're going to spend our money on, I think power defenses in the border towns is definitely very important. We're going to keep in ambush stance. If there are enemies in the north, we'd rather lure them in and defeat them where they're unawares. Expeditions Endeavor, and then we'll also go for... we may give him Mentor, although we don't have a lot of other Gray Seers running around. Yeah, I think for your next one, we'll go ahead and give you Sneaky. Gives him a bit of missile resistance. He's getting shot at quite a bit. So extra resistance, and then he's got the ward save as well as the physical to layer on top of it. And keep him quite safe in battle.
Harness the power.
Alright, as far as upgrades, we definitely need to get the ones that are closest to us first. Kislev is nearing the maxed out. Here at the castle, we could go for some more defenses, which is probably not a bad idea. I think we'll upgrade the defenses here at the Brass Keep. We'll be very low on gold at that point. So a breeding pit there, and then maybe we throw in one of the regiments of renown over in Estolikich's army. We go for the Eshin Triads. They didn't perform amazingly last time, but I also wasn't using them the best of their abilities. They're not going to be great in this army is the only issue. We may just wait on that, and it will... if we lose that army, we lose it. Great Ubersreich is also under threat. They could be able to reach Altdorf or Ubersreich, so again, we'll save. Who hasn't been moved? We'll find out. Lord Skrolk. And Vomek, who is still currently in ambush. Yeah, I pretty much am going to leave you here until I'm ready to declare war on Azag again.
He's gonna eat these if they say something stupid.
Say something stupid. I don't know if we will lose reliability. We're already low, so we could start war with Azag. He is currently at war with von Karstein as well, so that would increasify our alliances with him. May hold off on that for just now, though. We know for sure the lad at Kislev hasn't moved. Yeah, that's about all we're working with then. We can have the one steel tech that can. So steel here at Winterfire. Do the thing. And succeed. And for our charge lock, we're going to keep having him move south to spy on the Skaven that we're trying to take down in the south, the Clan Scryer group there. Sure, man, we got to change his name as well. Too many charge locks running around. You're at Talabheim. We do know the Emperor is down here, so we're going to leave you where you're at as well. We may pull you out in ambush stance, though.
Don't disappoint me. Hide, skulk.
Give you a better chance in battle. Ice Moon can get an upgrade. We'll go ahead for it. An imminent rebellion here in Troll Country. And unfortunately, no one is nearby to quickly deal with. Vomek is. Here's what you do then. You'll go into March stance and get over here back up to Prague. Honestly, if you go over here, that's fine.
Next stage, move.
Fort Ostrosk, I believe, counts as the capital, so that's usually where the rebellion will show up at. We shall deal.
Hide.
Home Guard, we shall go for extra food. Since we're already at tier 5, we just gotta let the garrison recover is all. Connivers. A pathetic mewling craven of a minion lord has come to you with news that others plot scheme your downfall. This wretch has done well to bring this to your attention. We could expel him. We'd lose 5 loyalty or reward and lose 1,000. And we've got the gold. Rewards for Kevin. We've got a rebellion at Troll Country, as we knew. And it is the Dragina. And Altdorf has been besieged. Luckily they didn't attack, so we actually have plenty of opportunities to move on in. Bad workmen are the same the world over. Indeed. The Winds of Pain have kicked in for 5 turns as well, so we have extra 10 magic reserve for all armies of all factions. And the Beastmen are here. Wonderful. That's just roving chicken nuggets, and they know it. Alright, Alexander. We haven't fought against any Kislevites in a while, so let's have ourselves a battle. I was gonna give us a decisive with no casualties. Yeah, I don't really want to chase around any winged lancers. Get smushed. Next time, if they come back with less cavalry, we'll do it. We'll enslave that group. And then keep him moving.
Address me as Cielo.
We'll have you move in March.
Move.
Get you some good traits for being fit.
Is one of my brood.
Maybe. Alright, we'll go for... I think his blue line's the most important, since his magic is not my absolute favorite. So we will definitely go for Corruptive. Correct? Yes. And we can grab pretty much any technology we want at this point. Probably a good idea to grab the new Warpstone uses. And then I'm happy to go for the Unfathomable Horrors to get the Hell Pit Abomination and then extra recruit rank for all of our monsters. And then we can just start recruiting in gigantic groups of monsters. And I'm happy to grab all of these technologies that only cost 1. First though, new Warpstone route uses to get extra replenishment and more recruitment capacity for all provinces. Keep things rolling. Warp Turbine Plant. Before we do that though, I believe we should be able to put in the new landmark. Cost 4,400 to start and 2 turns to put in, which is unfortunate, but we will do it. Brass Keep. We'll max out the Temple of the Horned Rat. There's Karl Franz.
No.
He's got himself a gunpowder army. That'll be a good one to fight. The Shadow Horde is up there. The Shadow Herd is up there. Fair enough. How far is Helmgart replenishing? Slowly and surely. Slowly and surely indeed. We march dance all the way over to Altdorf. The answer to that question is a hearty no. So instead, we're going to move on. Well, we'll still threaten, so let's cut off any reinforcements. Looks like we may take some attrition over here as well. We may. Nope, no attrition for us. Yes, we'll cut off any reinforcements coming on in, and if they want to attack... Oh, it'll give us a Pyrrhic victory. Hang on now. I'm actually kind of keen to fight this one out beyond the walls. They do have themselves a good deal of artillery, but we have numbers. So if we spread out very, very wide and just move in all together, they should have a hard time facing us. They have the Templehof and Luminarch. Do you have anything actually special going on? Oh, it's got a bound net. Fair enough, it can stop someone in their tracks. Nah, see, I'm not so worried about that. Yeah, we've got 6 minutes below to start. I'm not going to add any more. Let's take the fight to them. Alright, start the deployment. It's not going to really show... Oh, there they are. I was going to say, it's not going to show us where they're at. That's where they're deciding to put their Empire Knights. Fair enough. Put the Plague Claw Catapult up on this hill so we can blast down into them. I'm going to have the 2 Night Runners teams clogging up the pass there.
Night Runners.
Should. I guess they're not going to be invisible, I'm wrong. Okay, so they're going to get blasted at by the artillery probably right away, so we may end up moving them back. Got a whole line of Skaven slaves.
Maybe, yes?
We'll grab these three and kind of pull them apart.
Spears. What?
Storm Vermin, I'm going to have them rushing over the hill. Try to spread the field wide here.
Storm vermin. Guide us, horned one.
Storm Vermin, and then we have our own Clan Rat Swords.
Clan rat.
We've got an absolute ton of units here. We'll have these guys kind of moving in between. The Skaven Slaves are going to take the beating from the artillery, and everyone else is going to move in behind them.
Our tail's yours.
Have our Wolf Rats surging in from the forest, which apparently they're not going to be able to hide in. There we go. Got them hidden now. We'll have some Gutter Runners, probably doing the same thing. Our Assassin. Oh no, he may be able to fight the Knights by himself. I don't think we're going to risk it, though. We'll keep him further up. Plague Priest. Here, and I think we're good to go.
Nice running.
Let's get this battle going. The defense of Altdorf begins.
Now, ready now.
See how accurate their artillery strikes are.
Command.
We'll have our whole front line here.
Ready.
Scoot them all forward.
At once, words.
You guys all keep to the woods if you can. You can move behind. Honestly, we'll just bring them all out. Gutter Runners will kind of have more up front. Oh yeah, they're getting blasted apart. That's not working at all. Move up and around then.
We obey. Quick.
Wait, those mortars are not playing.
Rick-a-rack. And skitter. Yes.
Let's get moving. Let's not take free damage.
Rick-a-rack.
We'll at least shut off a few of these artillery pieces here.
If must.
After you start blasting away these great swords, much better target for you. I give someone else a target they weren't supposed to have. You help out with that group.
What orders?
Lock them and charge. Oh, who noticed him? That's no good. Ooh, he's getting lit up.
Done.
That's no good. Yeah, we're getting blasted apart here. Let's get these doggos into the forest. That's what happens when you don't give them proper orders there.
It's yours. Scatter. Stop.
You charge on in after the Luminarch. We can't have it continuing to fire. Alright, you get after the silver bullets. You get after those great cannons, and then you come on in after the war wagons. You're around behind with the Night Runners. You can bless this group with filth, poison them on up.
For the vermin tide.
Beautiful.
Night runners.
Slings come on around. Melee attack. Range. Who needs some heals? Probably our lord here. Plague Priest. Can we use any of your Dark Magiques? I think we can. Oh no, that's a really bad casting. Yeah, no Skaven slaves were harmed in the making of this movie.
Night runners.
Night Runners are getting some excellent shots in though.
Guide us, hold one. Slake. What orders?
Just keep throwing those at them.
Storm.
Oh, our Storm Vermin don't have any orders. Let's give them the old charge order.
Ready now. Attack.
Get in there and kill anyone you can. Gotta shut down those lads with crossbows if we can. Poisoned up another group of weapons. This one over here works.
Horned ones win.
These guys look like they're not having enough fun. Give them more, friends.
They run. Master assassin.
Perfect. Master Assassin has the best targets possible. Get over here and eliminate this Luminarch.
Main kill.
Oh yeah, the man things are being slaughtered. They're struggling a little bit there, but that's fine. Casualties are acceptable.
Die.
They're just like rolling houses. Pull them down. I think they can still fire even while in combat, so they're quite a deadly unit. The Luminarch has been torn down. Looks like the Huntsman also is. He's in there somewhere. He's on behind the Luminarch there. He's hiding into the burned out wreck. Those very accurate shots coming on in. Men of the Empire, where is your spine? Wonderful victory. Altdorf is saved. We're gonna run down as many of these fools as we can. And Reichland loses himself a Huntsman General and a Witch Hunter. Yeah, if you're gonna wander into the newly acquired Skaven lands, you're gonna have to have a little bit more conviction than that. That was not enough. We stole ourselves an Armor of Fortune, gained 20 food, 92 growth fats. We're already up to the Wolf Rats. Very good stuff. We can go for the sell-off to gain a little bit more gold, but I think we're gonna keep the food ticket on upwards. Hans was killed. As is his right. Well done, Assassin. You are quite the Master Assassin. We'll give you some Crackle Bombs, which looks like a little bit of a weak magic missile. It says it's powerful. We'll see. We shall see. You, sir, will finish off Counter-Striker, then work on Opportunist. And with the newly gotten gains, we can upgrade Altdorf's defenses. They're definitely going to need it. We can come out beyond the walls here and slaughter Gottfried. You fool, man. One Throt gets in on the action as well. That's pretty amazing. We will continue to get more food. Work hard or die. And you are as creepy as can be. Let's come on over to Carroburg. Claim this for us. Because of course it belongs to the rats. You're nearly up to the final tier. Let's go ahead and we can colonize it at the... Let's do that, yeah. Maxed on out. Midland belongs to us. He was coming for Carroburg. Little rat. Oh, another Putrid Rice Bog? We need to secure the other one over at Grunberg as well then. That's going to give us an absolute ton of food. I was going to put in the... I wanted to put in the defenses right away, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that, so let's just go for extra replenishment rate and Skaven Corruption. And then for this man, our beautiful assassin, we'll give you Infiltrator. Wait, what do I... Well, it's too late now, but... Infiltrator is not super useful on you. Ooh, you know what? Really want some Poison Wind Globes, so we're gonna make that happen, no matter how much gold it is. Conrad got himself some more skill points. Learning what he can when he can. We'll go for Wound. Guess we get any new missions for wounding. We need to raid Kemperbad. Good news is we're very close. Not super thrilled that the Emperor is so close. Ambush success is higher over here. Let's jump over into the forest. Hopefully he can't... He's going to probably scoot around and hit Talabheim. That's going to be unfortunate. And he will be a siege attacker, being the faction leader there. So we'll grab Kevin. Looks like we're replenished up nicely. We attack the Winterfire. Oluf, would you leave?
No.
Alright, well, fair enough. I'm gonna go ahead and set up some Under Empire here in the Winterfire. Say nothing if you agree. Perfect. We will go ahead and establish Winterfire, Mountains of Hell. Yeah, fair enough. So Kevin's gonna sit there and wait. Let's bring you over to the altar of spawns to seal some tech. Keep an eye. Well done, good sir. And then here at Winterfire, I guess we have no gold, so we'll have to wait on that one. Plan is to get any of the buildings that let us steal technology or steal income from them. We'll grab Arms Dealer to increase our trade tariffs. Which, it's not a small amount anymore. We got 6,900 rolling in.
demon caller.
Norman. Renamed him Norman instead of the Skullpig he was before. I wanted to jump over and take a look, but there's no telling who's over there. Oh, poor Azazel. He's not as loved as Archaon. He did waste a slot on Demonettes, which is very thankful. Lots of trolls. We can scare them off with their poor leadership, and then Akarak the Crow is coming on back to try his luck.
Mighty am I.
Let's give you Arms Dealer as well. Give us even more ammo. The other one's probably more useful, but I saw more gold, even if it's barely in it. Called my name. Excuse me, what happened to my woodsman's hut? That's inappropriate.
Hi, chieftain.
Alright, we cannot quite get the wolf rats. I'd like to get into some more battles. Let's try something bold. We may lose a rat here. Let's send Norman across the ocean. Alright, Norman. Go.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's in the clear. We're going to attack the Tower of Torment and see how much damage we can do up here. I'd like to get some Under Empire set up in the Port of Secrets. So we will send him out on a crusade against our enemies in the north. From Mute.
Warlock, master of Scrya.
Yeah, Archaon's going to come, cause some nonsense. Let's keep in ambush stance and we'll kind of scoot halfway. You can't reach either building to start, so not so concerned. Stretch, pull you outside as well. And an ambush. Stretch does love himself a good ambush.
Bring death, disease.
Or Ellen Delling. I honestly have absolutely zero qualms with doing this, though. Fighting a forest bat, man, that'd be a cool battle, though. Let's get in there and fight it. Yeah. We'd say it's going to give us a Pyrrhic victory. We would lose nobody. Let's see if auto-resolve is going to be nice to us. Alright, so all of their power comes from those archers. Start deployment. So as long as we get... This is an amazing looking map. Yeah, we definitely needed to fight this one just to experience this map. You don't get to fight in the forest very often. And even with my less than stellar graphics and the kind of the pop-in we're seeing, it looks amazing. Good stuff. Alright, so let's get the battle situated. We're gonna have our artillery set up. Ooh, okay, so there's a deployment zone over here as well. Very interesting. Not really where we're gonna set up. Probably over here in this clearing. They should be able to arc those shots over the woods there. All of our enemy are... I'm not sure where they're going to deploy, so set the artillery up.
I agree.
And we'll have one set of Skaven slaves at each choke point here. Then we'll have Blight Scabs moving through the forest. There's 3 angles of attack. Alright. Well, we'll have you two moving together. For the help in Abomination. Ogres we'll put off to the side here. We do want to keep everyone fairly close together. Yes, we'll just have one big blob. Let's do it. Alright, there's our enemies. Got some war dancers over here. Let's be smart. Bring them on up. We're getting blasted away at from the top there. Took out one of our artillery pieces already. Let's get in there then. They've got a lot of troops all spread out. Let's start working on their archers then. Gotta keep the troops together. Send the ogres up the middle here. These war dancers are so low, we should be able to slaughter them.
Yes.
Brute Horror can kind of sneak around, charge right into those Glade Guard.
Plague marks to me.
We'll bring you this direction. Skrulk.
Onward.
We're blasting apart these war dancers. The very lightly armored Azrai are gonna not have a good day with this one. I'd hoped it went through the woods, but it didn't quite do what I was looking for there. Charge into the back to stop those Hagbane tips. give the direct damage to these Glade Riders here. Oh yeah, surround and cellular instability, explosion. Knocked out both of those units at once. Got some more dancers to munch on. Bring Blight Scabs forward. Bring into these archers as well. Lightning and dropping on down. Where do we need heals at? Alright, Scroll, come on in and blast apart this barricade. We'll keep the heals for the boys. You come on and bust down this barricade, please. We'll send these Skaven Slave Spears around just to cause some conundrums of the mental variety. Beat it down. What's our overall magic? We're going to be at 18, so we want to be very cautious. Yeah, you're having a really bad time there. Hagbane tips are able to just turn and fire at will. Let's come on in and attack them if we can. Yeah, he's getting blasted apart. We need Blight Scabs into combat. Get that Death Frenzy going. Yeah, we'll drop the heal on these two. They are very important.
Yes.
Eternal Guard is holding firm. Let's go ahead and blast some magic through.
Just fight. Kill.
And Rat Ogres are getting surrounded. They're having a bad day. Let's stop this group from firing if we can. Very good shots coming in from our artillery teams. Let's keep that coming. Rolk's got no abilities, but we can weaken all the armor of these groups. I'm happy to do so. Get them Blight Scabs. Can't speak. War Dancers are gone. Well, they're not yet, but now they are. Charge on through. He's got no magic. Come on in back here with this group. Blight Scabs is holding firm against the Eternal Guard, who are contaminated. You go bash them up, maces. No, you shouldn't. Stick it in fight. We are losing some ogres, though, sadly. A lot of wood elves in the way.
We obey.
Didn't give them any good targets to start.
Black Death.
We'll send the Brood Horror after the Glade Riders, and you can just keep chopping up these War Dancers. Keep on moving. They're going to keep falling back. That has a lot of units that don't have any targets, unfortunately. That's my fault. Let's bring all of our big boys over together. All of the ogres work with Throt. And, Throt, I mean Skrulk.
Yes, now, no.
Smack up these Starfire shards. Looks like they're about to break. Let's go fight somewhere else. No reason to stay here. Drop some lightning down to these two. Oh yeah, they're annihilating those Glade Riders. Coated in the blood of our enemies. Charge on in these Dryads now. Time to burn some hate trees. We will drop another heal because we can get all these units at the same time. Blight Scabs is doing very good work. Let's get up here and start annihilating this Glade Lord. They are shattered. I don't see any more big units to use our artillery pieces on, so let's keep moving.
Come, brothers.
Hand out some poison over there. Get these Wild Riders, please.
Guide us, Horned One.
They've been slowed down and they're going nowhere. Death is upon you. I'm happy to summon in some more Clan Rats there. They're back in our back line and it doesn't matter.
Ready now.
Doesn't matter. Slaughter the Dryads. And victory. Lorelorn Forest shall be burned. A lot of timber in these woods. Annihilation is upon you. We shall come on in and sack the settlement for 10,000. Because absolutely. And then to be killed in battle. Fair enough. Yeah, we'll go ahead back in and probably destroy Lorelorn Forest. Even if we set up one of our under empires in here, it will not be getting any of its benefits because it's in uninhabitable climate. So we'll come on back in, and we're not allowed to raise it. Fair enough. We'll do nothing. We get over to the Black Pit, do some more damage. The Black Pit we will happily claim. Oh, not quite. That's some nonsense. Fair enough, we'll go ahead and pass at these skill points, but that's going to be all the time I've got for today. I have been Space Wizard Total War. Remember to leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the Sub Throne, and I'll see you on the next one.